everyone, this is Sam, the Frugal Hugel gardener. I'm standing here in front of a banana rack that, as you can see, it's yellowing. Now, I've been harvesting some banana racks off of video because I have a hurt knee and I just didn't want to deal with the camera equipment. But this one here is a real tall one. As you can see, I can't even reach the banana rack or the stalk. So I need to bring it down to my level so I can harvest it. So I thought I would do a quick video this morning and show you how I go about it. Even though most of my followers know how I do it, we have new subscribers, and hey, to me it never gets dull. I need to harvest this. If I leave it on another day or two, I'm gonna ruin the ones that are yellowing up there. So it needs to be done. So let's get on with the harvesting. Okay, so as you can tell, this rack is way up there. So this is how I bring it down. First, I'm gonna remove the supports. And in this instance, it's PVC pipe. You know I use PVC pipe. I use bamboo, but my favorite is string. And I still have a lot with string. It just so happens that I had a PVC pipe that was that tall, so I utilized it. Okay, PVC pipe is removed. Now I'm going to cut the plant a third of the way through and bring down the rack. Fingers crossed. Okay, so you can see I brought the rack down right there, nice and gently. So let me go ahead and remove some of the leaves so you can see me remove the rack. You all know I keep these leaves to feed my chickens. Okay, so I removed the leaves to show you that this rack is just leaning on the ground right there. Okay, so you can see it's leaning, but it's still connected up there. I brought it down real gentle, so none of these bananas got squashed, and I didn't have to climb up on a ladder, which you know I don't like. I'm against it, because if you try to handle a rack, the ladder can sink in the ground a little bit, or the weight of the rack will make it tip over. You'll have to drop the rack. You may fall and get hurt. A whole bunch of reasons why not to do it. So I always bring it to the ground. It's nice and gentle, real easy. no getting up on the ladder, no struggling to hold it without it falling. You know, a lot of reasons. So let me go ahead and remove this rack by cutting the stalk. Ugh. Okay, here's the stalk. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Oh. Okay, so there you go. I got a nice banana rack. It's starting to ripen. They're starting to yellow. I got sap dripping on me. And it's cool outside. I didn't want it to go any longer, so I'm going to take this and bring it into the house in a little bit. But let me go ahead and cut down the rest of this plant, because when I bring this in the house, I don't want to come back out. Okay, so you could use the machete or you could use the saw. I like using the saw, but let me first cut down the part that's already hanging. Okay, now I'm going to use the saw. Okay, so right down in there, I got in the best I could. Didn't want to damage any of the surrounding banana plants. I cut it. It's on the ground. Now I could go ahead and chop it up, and I'm just going to leave that there for now. I have these leaves, and I have the banana rack. I'm going to go ahead and give the leaves to my chickens, and then bring the rack inside. Okay, so they got the banana leaves, they got the banana bud, plus they're fed with grain. They're happy chickens this morning. So now let's go get that rack. Okay, so the point I always like to make, right now I have a brace on my knee, so I can't really bend it good. It's all swelling up, and it's been hard to get around. So if I had to get on a ladder and step up, it would be dangerous and it would hurt. And frankly, maybe I couldn't even do it right now. So I always like to show what I do around here to make my banana harvesting or my farming simpler. Work smarter, not harder, and safely. So as you can see, I harvested this nice banana rack without having to climb up on a ladder, without whacking the stalk and having the weight bring it down or falling over. You get the point. It's the safe way. So instead, I always try to show that I like bringing the whole rack down, no matter how tall the rack is up there, or even if it's as high as my shoulders, because you still got to grab it, you still got to cut it, and it can still with one hand it could still go down a foot or two, and the bottom ones will get squashed. It's just a matter of time. So the best way to do it, and the simplest and the easiest, is just gently bring it down to the ground, cut the leaves off, chop off the stalk, and you have your banana rack. You don't have to chop down the whole plant right then. You could go in the house if it's raining, come back out later, or chop it down. If you have farm animals like I do, utilize those leaves for your farm animals, goats or what have you. I use them for chickens, and my chickens love banana leaves. They love bananas too, by the way. Any bananas that split or overripen or my excess go to the chickens. Now, y'all know I got 2 chest freezers in the house. One is completely maxed out. The other one is pretty close to being maxed out. I have a couple racks on the floor that I have to go ahead and put in the refrigerator and the freezer today. The ones that go in the refrigerator are for my cereal for the next week. Nice and cold, fresh bananas in my cereal. Love it. And the ones that I know I won't get to in a week or so, they're going to get frozen by, you know how, I got videos below, and I'll just tell you now. You go ahead and put a pizza pan down or baking tray, parchment paper, peel your bananas, put them on it, put the parchment paper or the bananas in the freezer. Overnight they freeze, and you can leave them in there a week if you want. Take them out and then put them in gallon bags, and then stack them up the best you could in whatever freezer space you have. That's what I do. And then between now, the end of the season, all the way to my next harvesting season, I have bananas for my shakes, for bacon, for the chickens, for whatever I want to do with them. And when you thaw them out, they're still perfect for making muffins and banana bread or frying. And if you leave them frozen, just throw them in the blender along with some vanilla, soy milk, or what have you. Turn it on, and you got a really nice, thick smoothie shake. I love them. And that's what I do with most of my bananas. Now, if I start overflowing and don't have room to freeze all the bananas and you can't eat them quick enough, your farm animals love them. And so does your neighbors. They love them too. But I love giving them to my farm animals. My chickens love them. They get the nutrients that's in the bananas. So it's a win-win situation. You give them the plant, I give them vegetables, I give them bananas, I got plenty for myself. That's why I do it. That's why I grow bananas. I love bananas, and I want to provide food for my chickens. Now, you know, all know I got vegetables, garden, I got squash, I got a bunch of different things I grow for my chickens and for me. So there's plenty of food around. But everything comes in stages. In the wintertime, I got my squash ripening. In the summertime, I got my vegetable garden. I got banana leaves all year long, and banana racks towards the end of the season when I do all my harvesting. Now, I don't harvest every rack on video. There's too many to get to. It takes time to video, takes time to edit in, and sometimes I'm out here when it's raining and I'm just trying to get it done, because if I wait another day it's just going to be too ripe. There's a lot of different reasons. Plus, if I start posting harvesting videos every single day, you're going to get bored of it. You may even be bored of some of them now. But I find the information that I give you pretty useful. Hopefully you like the way that I harvest and you utilize it. And if you do give it a try and you utilize it and you find it easy, I would love to hear from you. Meanwhile, Hey, I'm Sam the Frugal Hugel Gardener. If you enjoyed my video, give me a like. That helps out my channel. Share it with somebody. Subscribe to my channel. Then you can see all the upcoming videos that I post when I post them. And there's bound to be 1 or 2 videos that you're going to like and learn something from. Also, come on over to my Facebook banana group. The link is in the video description below. Just click on it. It'll take you to our banana group. You can learn more about bananas. You can post pictures, videos. If you have questions about your bananas, post it. Somebody on the forum, even myself, will try to get back to you and answer whatever kind of questions or concerns you have about banana plants. So meanwhile, with that said, I've got loquat trees filled with loquats right now. I've got peach trees in blossom with a lot of peaches on them, and the blossoms are still turning into peaches. So I'm going to have some nice fruit to harvest in another few months over here. We're in January, so February and March is when I'm going to be harvesting loquats, and soon after that I'll be harvesting my peaches. So, and plus I'll be doing my spring planting, and the cycle continues. Hope to see you soon.